Welcome back to Zach's Travel. I'm so glad you joined me for another video. This is going to be 5 tips with a bonus tip of first time cruising. If this is your first time on a cruise ship, these are tips you've got to know. Here we go. Thank you for coming back for another video on Zach's Travel. We have a ton of tips and tricks on how to travel in style on a budget. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. It's free to do so. Cancel at any time. You'll be first to be notified when we put up great new videos and content like this to help you travel better and travel in style on a budget. We also have a brand new travel agent. Anywhere we've traveled, we will help you plan a trip to there. We've taken extensive research and data on where to stay, the best place to stay, how to do it on a budget, how much money you'll need to get there and to do it in style, all that great stuff. That link is down in the description below. We're on Instagram as well. Check out all that. All the links and stuff I talk about are down below. Let's get to it. 5 tips you gotta know on your first time cruising. I'm so excited for you. It's gonna be awesome. Tip number 1, booking your room. A lot of people don't know this, so you're looking for your cruise, you're looking through all the data. It can be exhausting. You're looking at all the different ships, the times, the different types of rooms, the prices, the discounts, when to go. Every little thing changes the price and matters. But things you really need to know, no matter what ship you go on, what length, what time, this is things you need to know. Number 1, do not think that because you're on a high deck that you've reached the pinnacle. If you're on the pool deck, right under the pool deck, you will be miserable. You will hear every noise throughout the day and even at night going on right above you. You'll hear every chair move, kids and people running around, splashing, all the noise that comes with the pool area, which usually extends from the front of the boat to the back of the boat. Also at night, when you're sleeping, that's when they shut everything down and they're cleaning. You'll hear the cleaning as well. How do I know this? Because we experienced this. We thought, oh, we got on the highest deck, almost the highest deck. And don't get me wrong, we had an amazing time, but this is just a little tip to help you. We slept really great. It only happened a couple of times at night, but it's something I won't do again. Don't get a handicap room unless you're handicapped, because the bathrooms are reconfigured. You won't have a vanity, you won't have a nice shower. They even take stuff out of the room differently. We didn't have a couch in our room to sit on, so be aware of that. Try not to get a handicap room unless you need a handicap room. And don't get a connecting room unless you need a connecting room. If you're going as a family, you need to be together or something, or friends. But otherwise, do not do it, because that door doesn't give you as much of a buffer from the sound, and you hear a lot of noise from the other room. Another tip is spend a little extra and get a view. Don't go interior. You're on the ocean. You're going on a cruise ship on the ocean. If you can afford it, try to at least get a room with a view, and I highly recommend a balcony room. If you look for a good deal or you use us as a travel agent, we will find you a balcony room within your budget, or do everything we can to do so. It may be a year and a half out. You may have to wait, which is better because you can really spread that out and get a nicer room, a nicer ship, all the drink packages, all that stuff we're going to talk about in a minute. But get a room with a view. We sit on the balcony every day. We open that door. It's just breathtaking, even at port, to see everything, especially if you're kind of high up. It's just beautiful. You see the ocean. It's not the same as being on the beach. It's not the same smells or sounds. It's just peaceful and beautiful in a different way. I just highly, highly recommend it. And of course, going up and up, depending on your budget, you can get rooms with huge wraparound balconies. You can get panoramic views. There's all kinds of different stuff, 2-story suites. But this channel is about traveling on a budget in style. So we're trying to get to that middle rope where you're still having a great time and having those experiences, but not blowing your budget or being in debt to go on the trip. So that is what my goal is for this channel. And when you're looking for a room, even if you have to go a deck down to get a non-handicap room, a non-connecting room, and a room that's not under the pool, you'll thank me later for that. And it's really fine to stay in the front, the middle, or back. I prefer the middle just because you're closer to the stairs and elevators, and it's just, but we've stayed in the front as well, so it's not a big deal. It's really about finding the room that's right for you. They're all about the same size in the price range you're looking for, and so there's not a big difference there. Most of you watching this video, you booked your cruise, you're about to go on your first cruise, and you want to know more about, like, I'm going, what do I need to know? So tip number 2 is about getting on the ship. Our first time, we decided to go on the Med to do it really big and in style. We went to 4 or 5 different countries, five or 6 different ports, 7 days. It was crazy, it was intense, it was beautiful, but we didn't know a lot about cruising. Our friends had gone, but they had never really, I guess most people just don't think about it after you've gone several times to tell you the stuff I'm telling you now. And one of those things is, everywhere I looked, and even chatting with MSC cruise lines, it seemed that they were saying get on the cruise at 5:30 p.m. And so I'm a planner. That's what this channel's all about. So you don't have to do all the research. I do it all. I do all the spreadsheets, and I use Viator to set up all the transportations and the times that we need to go. And we had everything planned, the restaurants, everything, the hotel. And so we explored Rome, checked out of our hotel, got in. We had a big old van to take us outside of Rome to the coast where we got on the ship. And so you have to travel like an hour, hour and a half outside of Rome. And so we're enjoying just seeing Italy and our, being shuttled in our van. And we stopped and got drinks and snacks, and just kind of, we thought we were going to be early. That's how I planned it, because they said 5:30. We got there about like 4:30, I think, or 5, and had no idea. I mean, they were in a full panic. We were the last ones. They were waiting on us. We barely made it. They were like rushing us through. We were trying to video. It's our first cruise. We're trying to video the ship and everything. They're like, come on, you got to get on. And then the guy looks at our thing to get on the boat, and he's like, you've got a nice room. You're in a VIP room. Why are you showing up and almost missing the boat? Like, you could have been here. And we were like, what? He's like, you could have got on early this morning and had the whole day on the ship. And we were like, nobody told us. So I got home and found out that most cruises let you on even as early as 8 a.m., most around 9 or 10 a.m. And you can get on and enjoy that whole day. You paid for it. It's one of the days that you're paying for. And so, especially if you're a VIP and you board first and your luggage is taken to your room for you and all that stuff, go early. Go early. And a tip here inside of this tip is fly in at least one day before, if not 2, depending on if you're going to a different country or you're in the States. If you're in the States, you can fly in a day early. But remember, there's delays and there's all kinds of things that happen. You do not want to miss your boat. And you want to get a good night's sleep and find your way to the boat and through the checkout and check-in process, and make sure that you get in your room and get to enjoy the vacation you paid for and you worked hard, to pay for. And so get on the ship, get checked in, get all your stuff set up, and your go to your room, get your luggage settled, and just kind of get ready. And it'll take off usually midday or night, depending on the ship and the cruise, and you can watch it, get in a good spot to watch it, set sail and start your journey. We kind of missed all that. I mean, the minute we got on the ship and got up to the lobby, we were standing in line to check in, and the boat started moving. I mean, like within 30 minutes of us, getting to there and getting on the boat, it was crazy. We were like looking at each other like, we almost missed our cruise. Like we paid a lot of money to fly to Rome, to Italy, and a lot of money to go on the cruise and all that stuff. I say a lot of money. It was, it was $3,000, $1,500 each for the cruise, and then our flights, which were about $1,200 each. So about, overall we spent about 10 grand, 8 grand on that trip to Rome. And which is not bad, 4,000 a person for a week and a half in Europe, and had a very luxurious vacation. But I just want that to be a tip so that you don't miss that. So even if you're in the States going to the Caribbean, or you're up in Seattle going to Alaska, you get on the ship, you enjoy the ship, and get your lunch and get your time to explore the ship before it takes off, kind of get settled, all that good stuff. Tip number 3 is food and drinks. We were lucky enough that my travel agent hooked us up with a really nice room, good deal that came with the drink package. Now, we don't drink alcohol, so we got the refreshment drinking package that includes mocktails, water, Coke, coffee, and juices, like fresh squeezed juices. We really enjoyed that, like being able to get all the water we wanted and Coke we wanted, mocktails. We drank a lot of juices. She drank a lot of coffee. I highly recommend that you get a drink package before you go on the ship. Any of the packages are a lot cheaper to buy before the cruise. Watch for deals. They will send you email. Also food. We didn't realize that. We just thought cruise lines, the food was free, and it is. Depending on your level, you can either select the dining time. You do that every night. If you're more of a higher level, you can go anytime. But you are assigned to a dining room depending on your level as well. And for us on MSC, it was like, the only way I can describe it is like an old grandparent type setting, like the old cafes like Piccadilly or something. The food was good, but not great. And the service was impeccable, but just very old school. And we found ourselves kind of tired of it, so there's a lot of specialty restaurants like sushi and steak and Italian and pubs and all kinds of stuff like that in the middle of the ship where the mall is. But there's this big mall with stores and jewelry and chocolate and coffee and all this kind of stuff. And so we found ourselves going there and just paying for our food, which was an extra cost, but it was amazing. Like some of the best sushi we still talk about today that we've ever had. And so something we're gonna do on our next cruise that we learned is buy the food package. Most cruises will give you like with Royal Caribbean, it's like 50% off. It's a food package, and it gives you unlimited access to all the specialty restaurants within a limit. Like you can't just order unlimited everything, but for the most part, you can go to those specialty restaurants and enjoy those. And so we're gonna do that this time because we're a little nervous about our experience on MSC, and we're not sure if Royal Caribbean will be better on the free stuff. So on MSC, they do have this big, huge buffet on one of the upper decks, almost the top deck near the pool. And it was great. I mean, it has salads, it has pizza, really good pizza, tons of different cuisines, and pretty much open all the time. So we'd run up there after being in the pool or something and grab pizza to take to our room, or we'd sit up there and have breakfast. That was really good, really, what you would expect. And you could look out pretty much anywhere and see the ocean because it was like a panoramic view around the buffet. And so that was something really nice and something you can do. It's nice just to run in there and just grab pizza and not have to worry about paying for it or anything. So that is my tips for food and drinks. The 4th tip, the internet. Depending on the cruise line, you definitely want to buy yourself at least one device. Now, one device doesn't mean you only get one device. It means you get one device at one time. So if you're using your cell phone, you can't use your computer too. You can turn it off on your cell phone and use your computer, turn off your computer, then use your phone. So depending on your needs there, you can spend, and your budget, you can spend more to have more devices. And MSC and more European lines, the internet is super restrictive. We couldn't watch Netflix or anything like that. We had 1 gig of data, and we had to pay a lot more every time we went over that to add more. At ports, we could use our LTE from Verizon and pay that $10 a day fee for Travel Pass. But when you're out at sea, you don't have a lot of data. Now, Royal Caribbean and Carnival and stuff like that have really stepped up. Like Boom on Royal Caribbean is super fast. It's unlimited. You can even watch Netflix on it, and it's super cheap, like $20 a day. I would recommend doing Key with Royal Caribbean if you're going with them. and you'll get a lot of bang for your buck. Early access to the ship, one device of internet, and a lot of VIP stuff that comes along with that. Internet, the data, buy internet beforehand, and check with your carrier, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, whatever it is, Sprint. Check with their international rates, check to see if they're going to give you port access. Usually on the ship itself, it's super expensive to use your carrier. It's much cheaper to use the ship's internet, so be mindful of that. Tip number 5 is seasickness. If you have any fear of seasickness, I grew up on the water, we grew up on the water, we had no worries, but we still went to our doctors and got prescription for sea patches, and we took things from Amazon like the bands with the pressure points and stuff. We just wanted to be over prepared. We didn't want to ruin our vacation. So if you have any fear of being seasick, take care of that, take them with you. You may never need them, hopefully you won't, but they'll be there just in case. So the bonus tip that we ran into that we weren't really prepared for, not just on the ship, but traveling in Europe and traveling internationally, was we love to chill out at night after a long day, especially if you're running around in a port or you're just like been out in the sun all day, whatever it is, you're on vacation. We love to chill out at night and watch a show. Maybe it's Friends or The Office or Parks and Recs or Snowpiercer or something, just to kind of relax, lay in bed, get ready for bed, chill out. And we were really disappointed that, for one, they wouldn't let you stream any of that kind of stuff through the TV. You could buy movies and stuff, but it was super expensive. And we could not hook our Amazon Fire TV stick up to the TV. So we had to watch our iPad, which was, little, and we had to set between us. And so just in case you're caught in that situation, my tip here is download content. Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, I believe HBO Max, most of them allow you to download. Amazon Prime allow you to download content. So don't download just a little bit. Download entire seasons, like of The Office, of Parks and Recs. Download movies. We were gone a week and a half plus 6-hour flights where you're watching a lot of content both ways. 6-7 hour flights. If you're going international, you got to think about that. But regardless, you just want to take a ton of content with you just in case, because sometimes you just want to chill. If it's not there and you're in international waters and you don't have good data or internet, or Netflix rights are not there, they may deny you access to it, or give you different content, whatever it may be. We just want you to go prepared with content so that you can relax and enjoy yourself. You're on vacation. I hope this video has helped you. I hope you are so excited about going on your first cruise. I can't wait to hear about it. Comment below. So excited for you. I hope this video helps you have a more amazing cruise, and that these tips kind of help you watch out for stuff and you don't miss your boats and stuff like that. If you are at port, don't miss your boat. You do have to pay out of your pocket to get to the next port to get back on the ship. So if you get off in an excursion, be sure and get back on the ship when they call. When they have the call time, they'll tell you that before you get off. And get the right room, get on the ship, and have a blast. Thank you for watching Zach's travel video. Hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. We're going to have amazing travel content, tips and tricks on how to travel in style on a budget, gear, all kinds of great stuff for you. I will see your beautiful faces in the next Zach's travel video. Travel safe. Peace.